How hard is it to push? Why are you? If I was looking at who should be in charge of the back end, it would not be you. You're the face of the operation. We need like an Alex or like an Eric or like a Skylar. You know, we need somebody in the background.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to say. that I'm not.
So you're yelling at me.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you always are saying you're the face, you know? You're the face of the operation.
I was talking about my face earlier.
You were talking about your face, and you were saying, I'm
Good
the face.
Good
and that's
face.
fine. You're allowed to be handsome. Nobody said you couldn't, okay?
Nobody said I ain't.
Wait, I never said you were.
Keep talking. What do you got
But
there?
we need a homely fella behind the mic.
Is that you volunteering?
No. Because I think I also could be a different face.
Yeah, like a female?
Yeah.
Like
I
a female
represent
face?
the female demographic
The
of
female
the podcast.
yayenda?
Yeah, exactly.
So earlier we were talking about chimpanzees.
Yeah.
Chimp Crazy is on, it's a documentary. Basically, in Missouri, if you didn't know this,
Out of all the places.
no law on the animal thing over there. You want a tiger? Just buy one. That's all
yeah.
they require, yeah.
I'm seeing it.
You think we could fight a chimp? You asked me if we could fight a chimp.
I think the two of us could beat one chimp up.
No.
What do you mean no? Why are they so strong?
Why are they so strong? Well,
Yeah.
that's between God and nature, my friend. I don't know. But no, man, they're so strong. It's
But they're so tiny, you know?
I think a chimp, like, okay, you know how Ronnie Coleman can deadlift or whatever, like 1,000 pounds or some shit?
Sure.
I am almost positive that the chimp could probably
But
1,200.
it's like if
no
I just
problem.
get on the chimp and just jump on it and hold him, and then you just start punching him in the
the
grill.
chimp
as hard
can
as-
grab you and literally hold you and like
me,
suspend.
300 pounds.
Yeah, easy.
I want to
Easily,
see,
man.
So
Listen, in this documentary, there's a chimp that gets loose, and because as these things get older, they can't be. It's a different kind of taking care of it. Like they're a lot stronger, and the things that they do, like they can't hug you the same way. They hug you, kind of get a little scared. So this thing breaks out, and it kills. Pretty much destroys this lady's face, rips her face and her eyes out of her head and shit. And the cop, it gets to like a cop's car, and the cop's like fucking there. It goes around the side. It rips the door off the car.
no, it doesn't rip
yeah,
the door
he's
off
like, it rips the fucking door off the car.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it literally did that. Type it in. Travis. It took out this lady's eyes, ripped off her jaw, like fucking... Like you're just grabbing pieces of pineapple out of
Dude,
a fucking...
why can they shouldn't be nothing should be allowed to rip the door off of a car.
Yeah, that's what they do.
But why was God thinking about that when he was making things? He's like, okay, chimps, they're going to look weak, but they're not. Actually, they don't even look weak.
They don't
honestly.
look weak. Are your eyes right when you see them?
Yeah, they're full muscle, eh? Just full.
It's just a muscle. It's
okay,
pure...
what do you think? What do you think? Like,
I don't think 10 guys could fight a chimp.
Do you think that what animals do you think we could beat up together?
Like,
holy shit, he rips the door off the fucking car.
None? What do you mean?
So you don't think there's like an animal in the animal kingdom we could take?
Like maybe one kangaroo, but I would need your help for sure.
I think we could beat up a wolf for sure. One
A
wolf?
wolf?
Yeah, for sure. We could hurt a wolf, yeah.
Okay, do we have weapons?
No, we don't need a weapon.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting bit, but we could beat up a wolf.
Somebody. How about the claws of the wolf?
It'll be fine. We'll get him.
I think the only reason the wolf might have a disadvantage is like one of us has to clearly take a lot of damage.
Not a lot of damage, but you're taking something. You're not
I'm
walking
not just
away.
holding its head.
No, I'm going to jump on its back while it's trying to bite your knee. And I'm gonna
Okay.
strangle it
So
to
we've
death with my
decided it's me taking the
Well,
damage.
you're the fastest. If I run, he's just going to eat me.
So in this conversation, you're slow. Others, you're fast. I've seen.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not fast. I'm not athletic. I realized.
I don't think. Okay, maybe a wolf just because of its anatomy.
Okay, like a baby giraffe for sure we could beat up.
Yeah, probably.
Or we're checking
No,
silverback gorilla
I'm
is
thinking
off.
any grown. It's got to be a grown animal. Grow anything.
Okay,
grown.
we can't beat. I mean, I don't think we can even like hurt a big giraffe.
No.
We
Imagine
can't
taking a hoof from a giraffe in the chest. You're dead, dude. That's
even
game
just
over.
like a horse. No chance on taking a horse down.
Do you know how strong horses are,
I don't like it.
dude?
I don't like horses.
One horse. My God.
I'm not a fan of horses. I don't trust them.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Give me one second. I gotta close this door. My wife's talking.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, man.
There's not many in the animal
There's
kingdom.
not many animals that we
like,
can.
well, I mean, Steve Irwin was wrestling crocodiles. Okay, we could say 2 of us are taking a crocodile down.
Feels like crocs are pretty easy to get. Yeah. I don't know why. Like, just dudes catch them in like Michigan and shit.
Yeah, like any type of these, like except for a shark, obviously, but like these aquatic creatures, we're crapping them all down.
The
you know what I mean?
anatomy really matters.
Yeah.
How
But,
about
like-
this? A fucking. I think they did this. Remember that show Animal Face Off?
No.
You don't remember that?
No. What was that about?
It was like Discovery Channel, and they would be way better now because there's AI. But they would like put all the stats.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They'd put all the stats into a computer, and it would run a simulation, and it would be kind of shitty. But you'd watch like 2 animals fight each other.
Yeah.
But they ran the simulation, 1,000 times. The bear beats the. So I think a silverback gorilla versus a grizzly bear. I'm pretty sure the grizzly bear.
Yeah. It
wins?
should win every time.
I don't know though, man. A silverback gorilla is fucking strong.
It's actually crazy when you look at the silverback. Like me and my buddy Jake at work, we were trying to like determine how much could it bench press, and he was like, "Dude, like easily like 800 pounds. Like it would be able to just
dude,
bench
probably 2 tons.
Press. No, it can't bench press like a truck, bro. No,
It
doesn't
could
work.
probably throw and lift a truck. It could probably lift a car, and yeah, probably.
I wish we could test this more, but I don't want to be able to envision that this thing running through the bush that is very primal could just throw a car. I don't want anything to be able to throw a car. You know,
I bet you that a silverback gorilla could fucking leap and grab a moose if it wanted. If it's like, it's not trained for that, you know. It's not like thinking about that shit.
there's no gorilla seal school. You know?
No, there's no seal gorillas out there.
The grassy knoll gorillas, dude. They're
Dude,
just-
how crazy would it see a silverback gorilla with a goddamn beret? Just like fucking.
how crazy would it be to like the U.S. Army comes to your country and then they're like, "Don't make us open the grave," and you're like, "What is in there?" Don't make us open. And then they open it, and he just comes out, and he's all decked out in U.S. Army fucking gear.
And he's like talking. He's like, "Yo, what's up? My name's Jamal." You're like, "Shit, you got black gorillas in the army now. When did they get that?"
Because, like, I think gorillas would be the one animal that are just bulletproof. You could just shoot it a bunch, and it won't
So
die.
the cop, that cop in the
Yeah.
Travis thing, shot it, and he's like, "Yeah, it still didn't go down. It just went into its cage and died."
So they're so strong that they're bulletproof.
It pretty much takes the bullet and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna die in like a minute. I might as well relax."
So they're also, I think, infamous for ripping dicks off. They do that, too.
They can just grab and take it.
But, like, I don't know why that has to be the first thing I'm afraid of. Like,
You know how when you grab a set of tweezers and you grab a piece of hair in the middle of your eyebrows?
Nice. Yeah.
Our limbs for a chimpanzee, that's what the equivalent is.
I don't like it. I don't trust them.
Do you think it's the most powerful animal?
No, I think a grizzly bear is stronger than all of those like primates, probably.
How many guys would it take to fight a grizzly bear?
It's not you don't have like the number would be so many that the grizzly bear would just run away because it'd be like, I'm not into this.
Yeah, it would need to be like 50 guys.
Like 50 men, yeah.
Yeah, how would you even do
But
it?
you need weapons. Like you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't get your arms around it to strangle it.
No.
A black bear, like me and you could fight off a black bear. We might not win, but we might not always lose. Like
They're
a
smaller.
fully grown. they're like 300 pounds. It's like me. It's like fighting me, but probably much stronger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have claws, but if you could get on its back, if you have a knife, you could kill a black bear. Like it's not. If it was between me and you and like the girls, we had to protect them, we could fight it off for them to get away. One of us might die. Probably you. But like,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like even a fully grown black bear, we could probably fight it. But like a grizzly bear is like 3 times. It's like 800 pounds of just anger and fur.
Yeah.
You ever
Polar
watch
bears
two
are
grizzly-
more aggressive.
Yeah, they're stronger and they're bigger. They're also
Yeah.
bigger.
They're like, what do they eat? They eat honey, polar bears? Do you think if anybody's given a polar bear honey and they're like, what is
Dude, they eat
this?
fucking meat, dude, polar bears.
Yeah, they do.
Do you know there's towns in
Sealed meat.
Antarctica? Like that's the thing that I read, that you can't lock your doors. It's illegal to lock your doors.
Yeah, because
'Cause
you
if you're
need,
running from a polar bear, you need somewhere to go.
which the polar bear probably looks at the car like,
You're just
Cool.
keeping my food warm for me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
what's going
Just
on?
wait till you have to get out.
it's crazy how much they like Coca-Cola being so angry. Who's giving them this pop?
Like who chose polar bears to be the ambassador of Coca-Cola?
Whoever they are is a genius.
Yeah, they took one of the most violent bears we have on the planet.
Remember how beautiful would it be to be back in the day and just sitting around an advertising marketing table and they're like, well, nobody owns Christmas. You're like, what? Like, yeah, nobody owns Christmas yet.
Not one person.
It's a good idea, dude. Fucking we'll own Christmas for the rest of all time. Call Santa, pop Santa.
I'm trying to just like show you how funny it is to me
What's that?
that like, look at this.
Big liquids day over here.
So like, look at this. This is a polar bear.
Holy shit.
And then how does we get that to Coca-Cola polar bear?
Unleash your creativity for 10% off.
Like how did you get that? And then you turn it into
That guy kind of looks a little skinny too, you know?
Yeah, they are skinny because they're going many days without eating food.
Yeah.
And it
Power
makes me
bear.
mad.
It's a
It makes me
power
mad.
bear.
Yeah.
That was a lot. That was a lot of effort to show that image. You know? You're like the guy in the booth, but the booth's like right beside the studio. Just close proximity so nothing gets tampered with.
Nothing gets tampered. But then you have like
But there's videos of guys
is
punching
the polar
kangaroos in the face. That's not the same.
it's not the same at all.
It's not the same. I also don't like my polar bears to have too much dexterity. Like, I don't want
What
you
do
to
you
be able to open a bottle.
No, I don't.
Like, if you can manipulate fine stuff, I don't like that.
I'm mainly laughing because of how like
Different.
how terrible that was and difficult to like do that while I have you like on the screen and the cameras there. Like I can't see anything that's happening.
Yeah, it was a lot. I appreciate.
you know,
I'm sure people
I tried.
I'm sure
I
the
tried.
7 people that are going to watch this
Me
are
and
gonna-
you are 2 of those.
I'm sure our average watch time, which doesn't exceed, I think, 10 minutes. So you'd have to hope that the people that are like really digging the episode are going, I actually need a visual representation of the polar bear. Well, to which they're talking about, because the only ones that I can come up with are the ones in the Coca-Cola ads. So I hope Anto fucking pulls one up for these guys, because I'm now 13 minutes in and I demand imagery along with my voice.
Little
And
do you know that will make the difference in the end. You're gonna see.
you know the phrase "little did you know"? It's perfect because sometimes you know so little you don't even know you didn't know.
I don't know enough, honestly.
You're my narrow friend there, narrow guy.
Narrow-minded, yeah, but like really open though at the same time to a
You're
lot of
open to a little bit of stuff.
stuff. Little did you know reminds me of the movie Stranger Than Fiction.
Well, you
And
know
I
what
was talking about it.
happens?
Oh, go ahead.
Here's what happens. You age,
Yeah.
and then you just default to mom and dad. You know? Think about it. We're just our parents unless we decide to be something else.
Okay, that's not a bad thing.
What?
Well,
I love how you just No, it's good.
It's just in case my mom's
Like,
watching, you know. She
you
knows that
said to me when I asked you to go to the movies in Ottawa, you were like, "Oh, that's too expensive. I don't want to waste my money on that."
Yeah.
What?
Well, I just got to be conscious, you know.
That's not your thought.
No, it's not. Because
That's-
normally I'd be like,
they
let's go to
fucking-
2 movies.
They put that in your head. $20 for the movies. Think of how many times you, for just $20.
Oh, it flies out of my pocket faster than you could make it, dude.
Actually, you think about it. $20 for the movies is kind of the only thing that makes sense. You get your own seat.
How much is an airplane seat? It's not $20.
Like if I go to a baseball game and watch the Toronto Blue Jays lose because they stink, that's like $50 at least.
Well, remember we were getting them for $20 at one point. There was a couple there, cheap ones.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive now. They did the old got worse, charge more.
Oh yeah, the old renovations.
The old got worse, charge more.
Is that the trend in sports? You get worse, you charge more.
If you're Toronto.
Toronto Maple Leafs have always been exactly the same, but they've always charged more,
Well, they're just so damn popular.
which makes no sense.
Yeah. It's hard.
Well, when you think about the other cities that have national hockey teams, the population is way more than Toronto.
what do you, like
I'm just saying, like, look how popular Toronto is. We get it, okay? You know, it's it's that centered team in Canada. Everybody loves them. They're, very popular hockey team. But
Boys
look
in
at
blue.
the population of Toronto. It's like 12 million. Okay, look at like a major city. Like look at Los Angeles Kings. They should be way more popular than Toronto.
Toronto is the center of hockey. There's no way
Why?
around. There's just no way around it. It's just what it is.
Explain it. They don't win the Stanley Cup in so many years.
I think because everybody here cares more than everywhere else.
They care more than everywhere else.
Like, we are invested in the Leafs year round. So is Montreal. And I think Montreal.
Vancouver, too, has a really crazy fan base.
Get the hell out of here with Vancouver.
What, you don't think so?
Wow, they're just a newer team.
They're insane.
The Leafs, they've been around for so long. It's like it's an institution. Same with Montreal. Have you ever gone to a game at Montreal Bell Center?
No, not yet, no.
Oh, my God.
They're insane.
It's the best.
Better than Toronto.
Oh, Toronto sucks. If you go into Scotiabank Arena, you'd think they're holding a fucking meeting for TD Bank over there. Everyone's just like, ugh. No, Montreal, it's amazing. Best barn in the league, baby.
Like, I've been to the Bell Center, just not for a game.
Yeah, to see Celine Dion sing a few tracks.
Noah Khan.
Who's that? Noah Khan?
Khan?
Who
You
is
don't
it?
know who that is?
No.
It's like a fucking one of those pop folk singer guys.
What's with the folk?
I'm a folk guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
You've never disclosed that.
I mean, every time you listen to my music when we're driving anywhere, you're like, why are you an old man? Like you.
Well, yeah,
I don't listen to rap music or like current pop
Where the hell
music,
did you get
know?
into folk music?
Pretty much as soon as like 10 years ago, as soon as I moved to Ottawa.
As soon as you moved to Ottawa.
Yeah, I got to Ottawa and I was like, what was I doing before with my music, you know? Like Eminem, get him out of here.
Give me another artist that you like.
Half Moon Run, but they're not folk though.
Okay.
They're like emo.
You got any more?
Jungle, they're not really folk either.
So you're just, it sounds like you're like a trans genre right now.
I like this band called Flip Turn a lot, but they're not folk really either. I don't know. So not much.
Feels like it's hard to satisfy that that folk thirst.
There's a couple of folks, but not many folks.
Did you have a raindrop there? What happened?
It's okay. It's not necessary to discuss. But yeah, I don't know. What are you fucking listening to over there? You're listening to like something? You need this shit. Jim?
I like that. I also realize that I love like how do I describe it? Almost like a poppy kind of nice. Like I need a nice vibe, you know?
Like Camila Cabello or whatever her name is. That her name?
Camila, you know that chick, that song Espresso? Espresso?
No.
Yeah. It's folky.
No, it's not.
It's as folky as the other three bands you mentioned.
Espresso. I typed it in.
It's
an
a good
espresso
song,
machine.
dude. It's a good song. I like shit like that.
Espresso by who? Oh, by Sabrina Carpenter, eh? That's the girl.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter's the new chick I hear all about.
It's interesting when you're new in the music game, they just are like, here's my face. Look at my face. Coming up next on Sirius XM. Pictures of her face.
Yeah, like, I mean, no, I'm not going to listen to it.
You ever just hit Spotify and you hit the hits and you
I don't
just
have Spotify.
relax? What do you got?
YouTube Music.
Folk radio? So are there playlists in there for a big old boy like yourself?
Yeah, it's called the Big Boy Playlist.
The big boy playlist? Does that come with a ham sandwich?
It comes with it's like a lot of Biggie Smalls, you know?
What's your favorite sandwich?
Cubano.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting, man.
Love a Cubano.
I hate that answer.
Wait, you hate that answer? What?
Cubanos aren't great.
What? You ever had a good one?
Yeah, they're the same. Everywhere they're the same.
No, they change wherever you go for sure.
Do you want to answer? Do you want to try again? You can try again.
Okay, how about this?
I'll let you go again.
No, for the record.
I know it's literally on the record. Everything we're doing right now.
You tell me what you want me to say. Go ahead. Let's hear what you got to say. Go ahead. What's my favorite sandwich? Tell me.
I was afraid we were going to get there in our friendship. I don't want that. I don't want that for you.
Yeah, I want you to go ahead and just stick your hand up my ass and fucking start moving my mouth. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If only that's how it worked.
It seems like. Yeah, it's kind of seems like that's what you want to do.
It felt, I really just thought, I'm sorry.
What do you want me to say? I want a meatball sub? Like, tell me what my favorite sandwich is.
Mustard seeds with a little ham and cheese is all that does it for you?
So you want the, wait, what? You think that's what a Cubano is?
Pull it up. What is it? Don't share it. Might take another 3 minutes. Cubano sandwich.
Classic recipe for a Cubano sandwich.
Yeah. Little mustard. Ham. Little pickle.
That's it.
That's what I mean. That's your favorite sandwich? That's it? I honestly thought you would have been more of a sandwich connoisseur.
I don't know. It just every time I have one, I like it a lot.
How often is it getting into your digestive system?
Not often enough. Maybe that's why I like it so much.
I feel like Ottawa doesn't have a lot of Cubanos.
Haven't even had one, I don't think. Oh, Joe, my buddy Joe makes one at his deli sometimes. Had one when I was in Florida, though. It was good. In Miami.
Well, there's a lot of those kind of guys over there.
A lot of those guys for sure.
A lot of those kind of guys.
I don't know. What's my favorite sandwich? Tell me. Am I supposed to say I want a prosciutto cotto with a little bit of mozzarella? I like those things. But I grew up eating that. You know what I mean?
What is it with you with the historical hatred? I grew up with it, so I'm out. I'm done.
I don't know. It's like you just change. It's I don't eat pasta every day because I used to eat it every day at home.
Because it's the best.
Yeah, it's the best, but it's also it's not great to eat pasta every day. I did 18 years of pasta every day.
I've said this to you a lot. If you worked out, you could eat pasta every fucking day.
You're right. You're right about that. Everything boils down to if I work out. Everything, I think.
Dude, you might not even have liked the Cubano sandwiches if you worked out. Strengthens your taste buds.
Turns out, leaky faucet, go to the gym. It won't even be leaky anymore because tighten it up.
That wasn't a reference of your butt, right? That was just leaky faucet?
Could be. Could be.
You know what? I'm going to trust this Mac. Little side note here. I got 41%. I forgot to plug it in before we started. I got shit plugged into it, but I'm going to trust it.
For 40 more minutes?
Let's see, dude. You think?
You know what? Whatever. Who cares?
Countdown to Pound Town, mister. Well, that place round the corner from Absolute.
Umbrella Burger.
No. The Italian deli.
Roberto's.
I think so. They make sandwiches there. Ridiculous sizes.
I actually want to know what it's called now.
But I think my favorite sandwich is maybe a Philly cheesesteak.
Is it Luciano or Marcello's Market?
I think Marcello's. I really like it in there, but it borders.
Oh, yeah, those are big. Oh, yeah, you're right.
It borders on, me not liking it.
Because, when I was in Italy, I was getting some crazy sandwiches everywhere we went. Paninos everywhere. They were great.
Melting cheese on that stuff.
Oh, the stracciatella. They're just pouring it on, It's like,
Did you eat focaccia over there?
I hate everything, dude. Focaccia was my pillow in the fucking Airbnb, dude. What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure that focaccia, like, you know how they're looking for, is God real? Focaccia bread.
Have you guys ever made it at home?
No.
Dude, you got to get your fingers in there.
Who figured that out?
Somebody who was...
Maybe a little creepy, but you know?
It's weird because that's the only thing that really defines focaccia to other bread.
Well, yeah.
It's the massage in it with the oil and the garlic. You put like cloves of garlic in there.
Buddy.
Sprinkle a little bit of rosemary and oregano on there.
Salt?
Oh,
how much
baby.
you like salt? I love salt.
I love kosher salt. I put that shit on everything.
Why kosher?
I don't know. I like the thickness.
You don't like sea?
See, it's the same thing.
Oh, kosher is sea salt?
Big salt, like big flaky
Flake.
salt. Yeah, I don't like table salt. I don't like.
Yeah,
the
iodized table salt.
yeah,
too
that's
fine.
too much. What does that give you? Cancer too? Probably. You're gonna say something
Likely.
with the red. I was thinking about you with the red meat the other day when I was like looking up a carnivore diet because I was bored. I like to look up diets I'll never do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like
Same.
looking up I was looking up carnivore and I'm like, oh, that'd be really interesting. And then I was like, I gotta cook a steak every day. I'm not doing that. I'm not cooking steaks.
Why?
And then I was thinking,
You don't
about
take joy out of that?
I just don't want to do that.
It's kind of actually pretty manly.
But you have that grill.
But sometimes I'll throw it because it's stainless steel. You ever do a stainless steel pan
Well,
steak?
I just have my cast iron.
Well, there's this guy on TikTok. He's like, this is how you get these like world-class steaks.
World class. Okay.
World class.
World class at home. I like it.
No, because you want world-class, dude.
Are you telling me?
Pretty much stainless steel pan, cook it on there, do it right.
Gotcha.
That's it. That's all I got for that. I wish I had more. I did. I wish I had more. I wish I watched that video and saw, hey, I'm going to tell Anto this whole thing front to back. No, I didn't. I just saw it and I said, I'm going to try it once. But steak on a grill, especially once you figure out how to salt your shit.
Do it beforehand, a little bit before, 15, 20 minutes before.
I've also realized, speaking of sandwiches, I might be a fan of a grilled chicken sandwich.
Okay. Grilled chicken, I can get on that with a nice baguette, like a crunchy piece of bread.
Yeah, like freaking grilled piece of cheese. Like I get now what they're offering over there. You're so excited about fried chicken.
Everybody's excited. But with fried chicken, we're in the past now. We got to move forward.
You think?
It's too much now. Did you not notice it's everywhere? It's everything. Everything's about fried, Nashville hot. Like, everybody relax with the fried chicken, okay?
Yeah, it's also like there's other fucking warm places in Nashville. You know, what about Louisiana hot?
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when people were just discovering how hot Louisiana was? And Nashville raised their hand.
Louisiana's not in Nashville. Oh, you meant other than Nashville? Not in Nashville.
I don't even know what I meant, but then I meant it. It's back in the day, like Popeyes. I remember watching a Popeyes commercial. The thing is, we were from the Sioux, dude. So we had the privilege of watching a Popeyes commercial and fantasizing about it.
Yeah, never being able. And then now it's on every fucking corner, dude.
It's everywhere.
It's too much.
When I was a child, couldn't have nothing.
Nothing. KFC was like once a month. My mom would we'd go there and we'd get the family box, for everybody. And that was it.
Yeah.
Besides
that was that was always a lapse in the family, the mom, Mom would be like, okay, today I quit. Today you guys are getting fed by McDonald's. I still remember how hot McDonald's used to come from those places.
Oh, fresh. Yeah, when it used to be good.
But you know what, though? We lived in a small place. Small town fast food is it's like a gourmet restaurant. Well, think about it. Nobody goes there. And when they do, everything's pretty fresh, right? Because it's they're used to not a lot of traffic. Telling you, Wendy's, small town, it's kind of like a gourmet restaurant.
I just remember.
Got Wi-Fi.
Did you go out to eat a lot?
No.
Yeah, my dad fucking hated going out.
Well, yeah, our fathers just had a full-time cook working at the house. Why would they?
Why would they give? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think is why would you go? You got the best restaurant you've ever been to at your house.
At your house.
Because it's literally what your mom used to make.
Yep.
Your wife's making the same fucking thing.
Yep.
I never thought because we'd go. That was
they
a
all
fight.
married their moms.
Yeah, they all had a fight. It was always a fight. Where are we going? We're going to the Chinese restaurant. My dad's like, I'm not going.
No.
Or we're going out to dinner at the casino. My dad's like, okay, I'll go to the casino. I'll go smoke my dart, drink my free beer. You guys can eat. Like, he hated going out. Every time my stomach hurts. It didn't hurt. He just didn't want to go spend the money with my mom. My mom was working fucking slave labor, really, when you think about it. She's not getting paid. Restaurateur, not getting paid for it.
No. Not even really getting complimented.
And also not appreciated. So many times was she angry.
So many times.
So many times.
Honestly, the way I think the Italians like talk to people is directly from our fathers to our moms.
Like the way we learn to talk to people, you mean?
Yeah, just the first of all, the dismissiveness.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Oh, man.
That's not good.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious when
You ever have your
outside
mom? You ever watch your mom trying to talk to your dad, and he's just got this look on his face like he hasn't registered one of those words.
My dad doesn't even look at her sometimes. But
Doesn't even look
I
her
think
way.
he pretends to sleep too when she's talking to him. I think he's like in the chair and she's like trying to talk to him, and they're watching like Young and the Restless or something, and he's just pretending to sleep. He's not. Even sleeping.
Or they like elongate their name. You know, like that whole like
Pina.
Oh my god. And if they like something, if this is a dish that they like, it fucking two nights in a row. Has to happen 2 nights in a row.
3, 4 every night. Pina, how come you don't make this more?
Yeah.
Why am I eating it just tonight?
Oh, yeah. This is the first time you make this.
And my mom's just standing behind him with a knife, like she just wants to.
She's like, I've made this for you 1 billion times, actually. You're just fucking getting old. You piece of shit.
I love it.
Can't have that anymore, though. It doesn't work like that.
No, it makes me mad. One thing that makes me mad is like I didn't take advantage of my family the way like I saw a lot of social media did. You know, like I could have videotaped my father.
Oh,
and
I
been
get
famous by now.
Yeah.
My grandmother, my grandfather, like back when my grandfather was
Yeah,
alive,
yeah.
I could have videotaped them in the garden yelling at each other, making things, and they would have been famous. I could guarantee it because I see who's famous now.
Yeah, it's like, the same thing.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
It's not even really about famous, man. I think it's just like those people that post that shit, they just want, I don't think they realize, but they want to make money off of their mom or their dad, I guess.
That's exactly. What do you mean? Why would you don't think they don't realize that? That's the whole point.
Well, I think it starts from the place of like, I think my mom is funny. I'll post her. But then it's like, well, I'm got to do this because we got some traction here. Like, I just don't think about sharing my life. You know, I'd never think of that. Like, oh, I'm at a concert. Yeah, let me share. I feel like a loser.
But you are a platform though.
Yeah, I get that. But I'm saying
yourself.
for myself, I'm just saying like, you know, privately your life. I'm like,
I
whoa.
I like sharing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I just never innate to me. I don't hate it. I'll look, I guess.
This might sound ridiculous, but I think you might inspire somebody else. Like if I go travel and I'll post a story or picture, and then somebody will message me like, "Yo, where is that? Like that looks so cool. Like I'd like to go there." And then you tell them, I'm not a fucking travel agent, but that's what I do with people who I know that post shit. I'm like, "Oh, yo, where the fuck is that place? I want to eat there." You know?
Yeah.
You don't like doing that.
It just it's not like it's not important to me, I guess. Like, for example, okay, there's a guy, he goes around, he does a bunch of food stuff. He just posted, like, I love delicious, like, pancakes and shit.
Love pancakes.
I'll just swim in an ocean of maple syrup if I could. These look amazing. I might never have them. And if I don't, guess what happens? Not a damn thing.
I mean, you are just...
No changes.
You're a sad man.
You think that's sad? I'm coming to terms.
I think the attitude towards
I'm being real. It's reality here, man. Come on.
That's reality. That's fine. You might never have it, but it's.
What if I have delicious French toast at another location?
Well, fucking send it to me, and I want to know where it is.
What? But what I'm saying is that it's out there. The toast, it's delicious, and it's available.
It's always been out there. Everything's been out there.
It's available. You see that?
I hear you.
And what do you need me to say? I'm having it now, and then what? You want it because I'm having it? You son of a bitch!
I think that's how it works.
What is
that's
this?
how
A Tonka
social media
truck?
works. That's how fucking marketing works, dude.
Fuck, man. It's just
Maybe you need to market yourself better.
I think the reason why I don't post that shit because most of my things would be like, yeah, it was okay. Like I went to this place in Etobicoke. I love pancakes. It was called anything that pretty much if your business has a fucking image of flapjacks with a piece of butter, I'm coming in there. I got to go in there.
You're a sucker for the
I need the image. I'm like, it doesn't look like this. They're like, and they're like, it's never going to look like this. And I'm like, I know, but can you fucking
help me?
Stack it up high or something? But you know what I mean? And I got to just go in there. But there's this place I went to Etobicoke, and I don't like to wait too long.
We've established that.
If I can see that it's available and people are kind of just in the wind,
okay,
that's no good for me. So that's what I would be sharing. Be like, yeah, great food, add service. Establishments don't want that.
No, they don't want any negative. Well, actually, negative feedback's not bad either.
I'm like a Michelin guy that you get no benefit from.
Yeah.
I'm giving you Michelin level standards, but you get no benefits.
But that's the difficulty of the social media world, is that these people are working hard, fucking grinding away in a kitchen, and then they have me and you fucking dopes coming in there, leaving shitty reviews on their food. You know?
Well, how you feel about tipping?
At a restaurant, I'll tip. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
Pickup? No.
Get the hell out of here.
Delivery? No.
No, yeah, you got to tip on delivery, I think.
Uber Eats? 0.
You don't tip on Uber Eats?
Not one time. No, I don't do that.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's the because
what if it's raining?
I mean, that's the job. Nobody tips me nobody's tipping you at your job. You get up on stage, your
yeah,
rate
but wait
is
a
your
second.
rate.
Wait a second. Back in the day, pizza, you tip the pizza guy.
That's different. So most of the time, and I'll tell you, don't worry, I fucking thought about all this too.
All right.
That's different. Back in the day, before Uber Eats, the platform, or Skip Dishes, or these fucking stupid-ass corporate money-grubbing people made these companies, I would call the pizza place, Mario, I want a large pound of wings. Okay. He'd be like, Eric, here's the food. Eric works there. Yeah, I'm going to tip him because Eric's working in there. Eric's massaging the dough. The guy I used to call the sandwich place I used to love, fucking Jordan and fucking whoever they were were both making the sandwiches. He'd get in his car and he'd come deliver it to me. I'm tipping him because that's where the money's staying, is in the business. When you tip Uber Eats, the business doesn't get any of the money. The
tip literally goes to him.
Yeah, but that's his job. He gets paid to do his job, right?
All right.
He should be getting paid to drive the food. That's all he's got to do.
I like the logic.
Yeah, that's my logic. I don't want, because look up how many times now they've changed it, right, over the years. Like Uber Eats has gotten more sophisticated. Now they're not just bringing your food; they're bringing fucking the guy's food down the street too. They're making 3 stops along the way.
There's pretty much Uber Eats is pretty much setting up community watch services.
Yeah,
for your food.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So I don't believe it, because sometimes I'll get my food to be fucking flipped upside down. Fries will be missing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing this. I made my decision. Okay, you can hate me. Internet can hate me for it. When I'm at a restaurant, always tipping. Tipping well, honestly. If the service is good, I'll tip extra. Even if it's not extra and above and beyond, I know what it's like. I understand the working in a restaurant's tough. Managing people's food orders, assholes. You're getting the money.
You really came alive here with this one. I like this.
Well, I'm just like, pick up.
This is passion.
Picking up food. If I like the place and I've been going there a long time and they're always pumping out great food, like there's this sushi place I pick up food from that they always knock it out of the park. Yeah, I'll throw them some dollars, even if I'm picking it up, because they're not going to deliver to me.
But what if it's terrible weather outside?
For the delivery or for me driving?
For Uber.
I don't care about the terrible. What do you mean?
I'm just saying, you don't think, okay, you know.
Do you ever go up on stage and people don't laugh?
No, never once.
There, that's my point exactly.
I don't follow that.
What I follow is like, your job is your job regardless of the conditions of the job. You know what I mean? You've went up on stage in a shitty basement. You went up on a bigger stage in like a theater. You've done it all.
I'm trying to find a way here to disagree with you, but am I not going to tip on Uber anymore?
Don't do it. You watch how much money you save, bro. You see those percent, because it automatically, and you don't think about it because it comes up automatically.
Well, now it's a whole new screen. They've literally made it the entire screen now. They're like, hey, motherfucker, which one do you want?
It automatically generates the tip amount based on the order, which already, if you think about this, just think about this with me for a second. Jack, can you just think about it?
2 more times.
All the prices of the food on Uber Eats, regardless of the restaurant, are already inflated the prices. So, because if you go to McDonald's, we use McDonald's for example, because whatever, it's easy. You go to McDonald's, you get a Big Mac meal. It's not the same price as the McDonald's, the Big Mac meal on Uber Eats. They've already raised the price.
It's closer now than it was. So I just did a comparison the other day.
It still was more though.
It used to. I think like when it first started, it was like egregious.
Okay, but it is still more. Plus all the Uber services and fees and taxes that are on top of that. So right away, your meal, say you go to McDonald's and you normally spend $20 for yourself. Right away, that $20 meal is already $28, probably. Just right away, without tipping the driver.
Well, I was in Loblaws last night. Pretty much to give you good prices, everybody is just making you become a member of their thing.
For sure.
So they're like, you want this for $2? You got to be PC Optimum.
Yeah.
You're like, just send me to Costco. If Costco had a version of their stores where I could get like singles of shit,
that'd be a great idea. But then it wouldn't be Costco, so it'd be pointless.
But it would be like Costco Convenience. So it'd be
Costco Light.
Costco Light. It's just in a trailer. Dude, I'd fuck with Costco Light hard. Costco Light sounds like a good beer. Yeah. Right? Costco Light, dude. Holy shit. Nice blue can.
Yeah, I just don't like. I've thought about that many times. How cool it would be if I don't want fucking 14 heads of lettuce. Okay, I just want one, but I don't want to go to. But then just go to the grocery store because it's going to be cheaper. If you average it out, it's going to be cheaper at the grocery store.
Yeah, Costco. Something that really grinds my gears at Costco is the older people who park waiting for a parking spot.
Yeah.
When they could have just parked and walked their old ass into that fucker and been done by the time there's this. Like, it doesn't take that long.
Have we talked about how I feel about the parking spots? I think we have. About the handicap spots?
I don't know.
Like
You're
expecting mothers and stuff.
You bitch about it in our real life.
Yeah, I think there's too many. I think there's too many
for moms.
For everything. I think the whole sections, like, I think there's some places you ever been where there's like 25 spots and they're all right there.
Keep in mind here, you live in Ottawa. You're in abundance. Land is abundant.
I get it. It's all abundant.
In Toronto, it's not like that.
There's what, like 4 spots?
They're trying more. Like in Toronto, they have to like pass. They have to be like aggressive and be like, you have to consider the. Dude, Montreal's even worse. Montreal's like, hey, you're in a wheelchair. Good luck.
Too bad for you, brother. Cobblestone.
Cobblestone, baby.
Never do any of this?
Yeah. You want fucking Parkinson's as well as being disabled, buddy? Because we got you.
But yeah, Costco.
No, I think in Ottawa, you're just like, holy shit. Like I went into, fuck, man, that pissed me off. I went into Farm Boy in Ottawa.
Tell me.
I was looking for canned tuna.
Yeah, and the Farm Boy's not the place for that.
Yeah, there is. They have canned tuna, obviously.
I know, but anyways, continue.
So I'm like to this lady, I was like, hey, where is the canned tuna? Because, say what you want about like AMP, now Metro.
AMP? No, it hasn't been AMP for fucking 20
forever,
years.
Man.
It's been 20 years since it's been AMP.
AMP, it just had, it's just aisles. Like, it just makes sense. I get you want to like design the fucking thing.
Yeah. But
I don't know where shit is in Farm Boy because it's like fucking sections. It feels like Best Buy. They're like, oh, we got video games over here. No. It's all fucking electronics. Just
please speak to our Oats representative in the back left corner.
So I go up to this lady, and I'm like, hey, where's the tuna? She literally, I'm not even fucking joking. She goes, it's in the grocery section. And points to a corner of the store. And I did this thing. You're her. And I'm like, okay. And I walk around, and I'm still walking for like 5 minutes. I'm there for comedy, so I'm like no time constraint. And another girl notices that I'm been walking around for a bit, and she's like, "What are you looking for?" I was like, "Tuna." She's like, "Oh, let me ask the lady." She goes to the same lady. The other lady goes, "It's in the grocery." And I said to the lady, the whole store is grocery. Like everything in here, as soon as it comes through the door, is groceries. So then the girl brought me to it, and she's like, I don't know what that fucking bitch's problem was, but here it is.
If I may interject.
Interject.
Like, didn't you not work in a grocery store?
What the hell does that have to do with where tuna is in an Ottawa farm boy in 2024 that I worked in a grocery store in 2014?
So in a grocery store, there's different sections, and grocery is a section of a grocery store.
What?
Yeah, like there's bakery, there's the deli, there's the produce, then there's grocery, right? There's like different sections of a grocery store.
But what the hell is grocery?
Grocery is like all that can, the pasta, like all those aisles you're talking about, that's grocery. Then there's produce, which is all of your fruits, your veggies, your fucking that shit. Then there's like deli meat counter or butcher. That's like
So
bakery.
IES means the whole store. We've pretty much
Well,
IES.
It's not called a grocery store. It's like
What is it called?
it's whatever the Farm Boy is just Farm Boy. It's not Farm Boy grocery store.
Yeah, but when I
Grocery
say
is
I'm
what
going to the grocery store,
We call them groceries, but they're not. Like, let's look up the definition of grocery. I bet you it doesn't even mean what we think it means.
when you hear the word grocery, I see a cooked chicken bone leg. You know, whatever that is, the leg. Beautiful drumstick. Piece of bread.
Yeah, like grocery just means items of food sold in a grocery store.
So I'm back. The spectrum came back to mine.
We did
to
a
me.
full roundabout to you being right.
I think so.
But there is
Feels
different
like I'm right.
sections. But there is sections, and I know what she meant.
Well, when you say grocery, the sections is canned fish. That's a section. You know, dairy
Okay, the
is
area.
a section.
Can I say the area? How
But
about the
grocery area? That's like saying
I was just trying to help you.
that's
okay?
like saying, "Hey, I want this book," and you're like, "Yeah, it's in fiction." You're like, "Yeah, I know dragons aren't real. Where the hell's the book?" Like, yeah, of course.
No, what would be even more accurate would be like you walk into an Indigo and he's like, you're like, I want a fiction, and you're like, it's in the book section.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in books. And
Yeah.
You're like, dude, it's a fucking bookstore.
Speaking of stores, I don't like the way GNC and or Popeyes employees generally treat their job.
Wait, what?
Like when you go into one of those stores, like a supplement store,
Yeah.
Healthy Planet, completely different. Those are human beings, you know?
Okay.
They're like, they don't even want to talk to you. But you go into GNC or a Popeyes, it's like, hey, what can I get you? Can I help you? What do you need? What brand? What brand you need? You know the brand you're using? You're like, yeah, the thing I buy all the time? Yeah, I know exactly what it looks like. They're like, hey, fucking, want advice on lifting or anything? You guys like, I've been eating these chocolate bars. You want to try some? They're good. I'll get you fucking 10 of them for $5. It's like
So
they're on
you
commission over there.
So you hate you hate good service.
I don't like too much service. I just want you to feel like you're not even there.
On the contrary, I always thought my experience, believe it or not, when I went to GNC or Popeyes, which is not often, but I think the service is always great in there. They're like extra helpful.
Yeah. I don't need extra help. It's think about what it is. It's not like
Well,
it's not like, hey, can you get
already
me a large? I don't fit in the medium anymore. No. It's fucking a gallon of whey protein.
But it's like when you think about it, you're already buying something that isn't real, really. You're buying like this super processed form of protein. So it's like, why don't you want them to help you?
First of all, don't tell me that. Now
Are you buying something that's real?
Well, it's
I'm not
just
saying
pea protein and shit.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying you're walking into a place that has a bunch of jugs of powder that says that it supplements something. That's the whole point.
Okay.
It's like, it's not real though, because like real would be you going to buy the real food and making it.
Also, 1 second. Why the hell aren't any of these places called the powder keg? Missed opportunity, Jack guys.
Powder cake definitely resonates more with a negative connotation
You
than it
think?
does positive.
Why?
Yeah, powder cake. I mean, what do you call?
Dude, we're about to explode.
What? What do they? How do they talk about the First World War? Was a powder keg?
I'm telling you that we started a gym called the Powder Keg. It's a video of us fighting a bear.
We're losing.
We're losing, and then we take the supplements and we fucking.
That'd be a cool video game.
It would
like
be
a
a
very
cool video game.
supplement-based video game. You know.
I'm just saying that fucking you go into a Popeyes, it's not a very big store. The guy just knows a ton of shit and he needs to tell you.
And they're always in pretty good shape. Usually, they're always
in pretty good shape, and I feel like the guys that get into fucking really good shape can't work there anymore because they're like, I've actually passed all the boys.
when you think about it, the people that work there are like the health equivalent to like a drug addict. Because
Yeah,
they're really
sort
like,
of.
they're like, you need this one, dude. I've tried. You want to try it? You got to try it. I'll
Use
make
a
you a
weight
mix
belt?
one.
You ever
And then
use
he's
a
got like
weight belt?
he's got like a bar in the back. He's like, I'll mix you one right now. You want me to mix you two?
Yeah.
Two different kinds? Like, dude, relax. Like, look at the size of me. Look at the size of you. I'm not in here trying to try anything.
And I will say that the build of every guy in there is like they're bulking and they haven't cut yet. Everyone in there is on the bulk. You know, they're not. I've never seen the guy who's cut the weight.
You never seen like the 120 pound like suit or that's ridiculous. 160 pound. I don't know. What's like a weight?
Yeah, you're talking about chicks? You're talking about a jacked
sorry.
chick?
Sorry. I was more trying to base it off. What I
How
think of
dare you
what I think
offend
about
our
you.
hypothetical employees
It
of
was you
Popeyes?
really. Like how much do you weigh? Like 165, 170 or something?
I'm actually, yesterday I was 180.
Oh wow, so you're actually closer than I thought to the ridiculous weight I was propositioned.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick though.
180?
Yeah, 180. That's good.
I've pretty much been this weight forever.
Yeah, get bigger, dude.
It's hard.
You got to start. My buddy Connor, he actually like gave up now because he tried for 3 years. He tried like the meal replacement, the muscle protein mix. It's like the 1,000-calorie drink, you know, whatever those are called. Oh, weight gainer. He
Yeah.
tried like those. He's like, no, I just can't get bigger. I have to eat more, and I don't want to eat more. You know?
Do you know what happens when you have weight gainer like that?
No.
Your ass becomes another person in the conversation. You start eating that much protein shake. Like Jesse had a mass gainer one time.
Yeah, mass gainer. That's what it's called.
The thing on the back, you know how it says the ingredients?
Yeah.
It's like for 4 scoops.
Yeah.
You have to
That's
put
the whole point.
You have to get like a gallon jug just to mix the fucking thing.
You have to get like a fucking pan. No, what are those things called? That you make
cauldron.
your pasta in. No, that you make your pasta in.
A leaky cauldron.
You have to get the fucking stand mixer, dude, just to mix your protein drink.
Dude, I'm telling you, weight gainers do not have that shit. It's crazy. I can't gain weight. I try to do it as well, and my body's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, for somebody who likes food so much, you have a tough time eating regularly.
I like it in the moment.
Nervous stomach is what you
Nervous stomach, man. My stomach is cowering in the corner like, please don't talk to me. Just don't even talk to me.
Whereas, like, I think I'm always hungry, but 80% of the time, the hunger is from the boredom, is not from actual hunger.
You're more like a silverback. I would say that's more like a silverback.
My stomach is a silverback gorilla. It's willing to take things it doesn't even need or want.
I got like a polar bear's probably. You know, it's like fuck. We should eat. We should eat. We don't know when we're gonna get it again. But I don't feel it, even though I'm obviously hungry. It's been weeks. Who do you think would be the best like restaurant owner of the animals? I think a wolf would be a good waiter. You know?
I want to say it's a kind of a bird.
Like an eagle.
Like a parrot would be a cool restaurant owner.
Like a
you know?
parrot would be a good restaurant.
Not a
owner.
hawk, because that's too aggressive. You know,
Yeah.
not like a falcon or a hawk, but like a parrot or like a flamingo. Imagine you came in to fucking flammies. You know?
Well, Flamingo, he would have like for some reason the whole valet service would be his thing. Like
why do you associate a flamingo with valet service?
Something about like, their like stature. They're all like like very tight.
Yeah,
Everything is very proper. Yeah, we could park that for you.
Yeah, or like a pelican because it'd be like a fish and chips place. You know, you'd get in like come to Pelicans.
Why do pelicans look so good dressed as like sailors? You know,
What?
like imagine a pelican in a sailor outfit, and you're like, damn, dude, you need to wear that. Sailor ass pelican.
They're all like animated, but it's funny.
It just works.
I can't share this because it's
Maybe an eagle probably do a good job running a restaurant.
You think so? The eagles are very stoic, you know.
Well, the hyenas would always be the patrons. You know, you're like those are the fucking you're like dealing with the hyenas again tonight. They're just always giving you shit. And the bears, I think the bears would cook.
A bunch of hyenas that run a restaurant, but they're not doing anything. They're just laughing in the corner, like they're not contributing to the restaurant.
It's a
whatsoever.
weed lounge.
Yeah.
Hyenas weed lounge.
Oh my god.
The bears, I think, would be the cooks.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like tell me another. Yeah, because they don't even need like aprons. They just wipe it on their fur.
It would be like bears and hippos that would be cooks.
Yeah, bears and hippos.
Hippopotamus.
Bears and hippos, and then you'd have like all of the antler type would be like the servers. So like what are those things called? What are those types of antler in the Serengeti?
In the Serengeti, I'm visualizing giraffes as our drive-through guys.
Like,
I don't know why.
Antelopes, those kinds of things. Antelopes? Is it an antelope?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. You're right. You're right.
Those type of things. And zebras, like those would be all the waiters.
What are those ones with those cool twisted ass horns?
Those are see, I like those.
Yeah, I like those
kudus. Those are called kudus.
Kudus. We have a couple kudus, hot kudus running around.
Yeah, a kudu.
Making sure everyone's got an amuse-bouche.
Dude, those are such cool looking an amuse-bouche. Yeah, you imagine a kudu in a tuxedo, and he's just he's got like a thing over his arm for the champagne. I think that'd be great.
A kudu. I wish it had a better name.
Wow, what do you mean? It's a great fucking looking. And then there's antelopes.
Antelopes?
No, wait. A kudu is a type of antelope.
Yeah, I think it's antelope.
Well,
which
is
what I
is
think
that type of deer. Like it's that type of animal.
Which is what I think about every time I eat cantaloupe. Is an antelope.
Do you what's your favorite type of melon?
Ooh.
Mine is cantaloupe. That's why I'm asking.
Santa Claus melon.
What?
Santa Claus melon. Delicious. Takes a long time to get ripe.
Oh, wow. It is a real thing.
Looks like a little football, but it's good. It's actually...
Is it sweet?
It's sweet. I like a sweet melon.
Is there any sour melons, though? Not really,
I think there are. I think there are sour melons.
Sour melons?
Sometimes cantaloupe. You know the way that nail polish smells?
No, don't say that. That's
nail polish remover. Sometimes I get like a, I get like a in that family
of cantaloupe. I'd say
Cantaloupe.
honeydew melon. You might be closer.
I like a honeydew melon a lot.
Yeah, I like those kinds of. I don't like watermelon. I hate watermelon.
You don't like it?
Not really. Like if you put watermelon and honestly any other melon beside it, I'll just take the other melon.
Why?
Watermelon is it's like celery to me. I'm biting into it and eating it, and I feel like I'm getting nothing from it.
But it's so tasty.
Like honestly, you could have really bad. Like I feel like cantaloupe. It's hard to have bad cantaloupe. It's easier to have a bad watermelon taste. What about those dry, flaky watermelon slices? Like they're not juicy anymore. You're just biting into water and air. It's like you're crunching on air. Cantaloupe never gets like that.
Well, it just sounds like your watermelon selection, which is a huge element of the watermelon game. I mean,
well, you could be right. I'm just saying, in my life, I've had more bad watermelon than I have any other type of melon.
Yeah, well, because you're always having more watermelon, right? It's like the most.
It's the most common, I guess.
It's the melon of choice.
Cantaloupe. Italians are choosing cantaloupe.
Yeah, they do like that, and honeydew. They like the other shit.
I don't know what it is. They love that, eh?
A little racism, maybe. Italians a little judgmental. They're
skip it over. They're judgmental.
That's for the other people. They think that.
Yeah, we'll skip over that one. I think
that's how Italians are. Like that's for black people. That's not for us. It's like, guys, you're pretty fucking tan yourselves. Jeez.
Italians are pretty racist, I would say.
Yeah,
but not like they're mild. Like they're not. They don't want to hurt anybody. They just want to tell you that they don't like you. Like they'll volunteer the information.
Well, the old school Italians, like it's just baked right in there, man. You can't.
Yeah, but I stand by that. Like they're not going out to hurt people. They're just really willing to tell you that get out of here. This is we don't want you here.
They just judge.
Judge, yeah.
Like every Italian we think we know what's right. Doesn't matter what it is.
There's not a thinking. It's like
we know.
Just know.
We just know.
It's law. Like if I say something,
it's probably right.
I've met many Italians. They've been wrong, and I've told them you're wrong. That's not right. They're like, you don't know anything. That's what they would say to me.
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
Why? It's almost a miracle why I don't know how I turned out the way I am.
We're very good at discrediting, illegible stuff.
without any sort of backup information.
Confidence, really.
Yeah, we're just like, that doesn't sound right what you're saying.
No.
But like, I'm a doctor. Okay. So?
And we'll die. We'll just die. We'll be like, oh, all right. I'm just dead now. Fuck you.
That's my father, like my father, that's like how he was. Like he went in for his first like major surgery a long time ago. And then he got back from the heart stuff and he just kept smoking, right? Which is fine. You know, like people do that all the time. And then it happened again. He had to go for surgery again. And the doctor's like, Tony, I'm not going to operate on you if you don't quit smoking. I'm just telling you right now. He's like, but I've been smoking since I was 12 years old. And the doctor was like, that makes no sense what you just said.
Yeah,
like, if you don't stop smoking, you're going to die. And then he's like, okay, I'll give it a shot, sure. And then he stopped. But I mean,
that's, that way you were telling that story, thought it was going the other way.
no, he's not. He hasn't smoked in like 12 years now, 10 years probably.
Well, fucking good for him. You pretty much
that was-
discredited our whole thing there. You just discredited that whole last bit.
True. Okay,
Threw
so
it
my
out the
dad.
damn window.
Well, it took my dad almost dying to do that, though.
Yeah.
So it doesn't discredit it. It almost puts it back into perspective.
It gets pretty serious.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking it, my friend.
Yeah.
It's been another episode.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Thanks for freaking watching.
Nobody's ever made it this far, I don't think, except for
Probably. And maybe they might not, but hopefully, yeah.